Let's go with an example here. So this is the frequency distribution table. The first column, it talks about the year from 1970 to 1995, and second column is talks about CPR. So here CPR is coupled protection rate. So from this data, we understand from 1970 the CPR rate is 10, in 75 it is 12, 80 is 20, like that. The data is given. This is from the Indian statistics. The question is, we are trying to convert this data into a line diagram, and we want to see the trend, what's happening in the CPR over a period of time between 1970 and 1995. So let's start with that. First, draw the x-axis. The next step is draw the y-axis. Then label x-axis. Here we are going to label x-axis as year. Then label y-axis. Here we have the CPR rate. It is y-axis. Next, we are going to mark the scales of division. Here we have the division of 5 years. It starts with 1970, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95. Similarly, if you see CPR, it's the lowest one is 10, highest one is 50. So better to go with 10 intervals. So it starts with 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Next, we have to plot the corresponding values. For example, here 1970 it is 10. So for this 1970, 10. The corresponding value we have to plot it here. It will be like this. Then for 1975 it is 12, somewhere here. 1980 it is 20, it is somewhere here. In the 1985 it is 28, it is somewhere here, 28. In the 1990 it was around 35, around 35. In the 1995 it was 5050. After plotting these corresponding values, next we have to connect these plots like this. We have to connect these plots. So now the same data is given in the form of table as well as in the form of figure. So from this line graph, we understand that the CPR rate is gradually increasing from 1970 to 1995 in India. So this is a simple line graph, but still we have not completed all the principles. Now we have to give the figure number and title. So for example, figure number 1 here, CPR in India. So it should be in the bottom of the table. Next, we have to write the description below the table. For example, here figure 1 shows that there was a gradual increase in CPR in India between 1970 and 1995. This is a very simple way of presenting data in the form of line graph. It is used when we want to see the trend over a period of time. For this type of data, appropriate diagram is line diagram.